We are here today, and I'm trying to fix this camera and get it straight. I am here today, and I am going to talk to you about the new release. I can't wait to talk about that. It has been an exciting week with this new release. We're here, and the younger kids are at a Valentine's night out, and my husband is on his way home. We may go out to eat, we may not, who knows? Haven't quite decided. And Mr. Big, say hi. There's Mr. Big, he's back there on the couch. So this is actually our kitchen area of our house, and I wanted to talk to you about the 2025 release. This is where I do all of my videos from, right here. It's just usually it's pointed straight down so you don't see this, but here we are in my, we have like a sitting room in my kitchen. So, hey everyone, hey. Hi Nicole, how are you? So thank you so much for being here. I wanted to show y'all some of these new releases because on my last release video that I just did, there's only so much time to show you the releases, do the projects. So I thought what we would do is just go back over the projects or the products, the 2025 Iron Orchid Design products, and then what we would do is we'll do some projects and things like that. So I have them over here. So this is one of the new Gilded, I still don't know how to say it, Petits ornaments. That's what that is. That is one of the new releases. It is 8 by 12, size 8 by 12, and it's got 8 different sheets on that. You see all the sheets you can use. It's a really pretty one. I haven't even opened mine yet. I don't know how to comment on here. Got to figure that out. Okay, so that is one thing. I love that, and I cannot wait to use that. I'll show you the next one. That's one of the Gilded ones. This is called the Gilded Sabelle. That's how I pronounce it, at least. It's a little bit larger size. It is a 12 by 16, and here is the 8 by 12. So you can see the difference in size. And this one has 4 sheets that are 12 by 16. You see that? They're just different kind of designs and all that. That's what it is. But that's a really pretty one too. That's called Sabelle. And I have all of these available on my website. It's oh, it's gritty. Let me see if I can change something. Okay, is it any better now? Nicole, can you see me any better now? Let me know if it's better. I wasn't on Wi-Fi and that might have been the problem. If you can see me better, whoever's out there, let me know. So I'm Emily with J. Bowen and Company. So let's see what you're saying. It's what? Let me know if it's better. It's better. Okay, good. I wasn't on Wi-Fi. I forgot to, you know, turn on the Wi-Fi. So can you see me okay, or is it still kind of blurry? Let me know what you think about that. So anyway, so I was just going over the new okay, good. The new Gilded tinsel. I'll start over since it was hard to see. So this is the Petits ornaments. This is the Gilded. Can you see that? The Gilded Petits ornaments. Okay, that's it. It's 8 by 12, and it's got 8 different sheets. 8 by 12 sheets with all these really cool ornaments. I haven't even opened mine. And it comes with this little stick. You see that little stick? That is the transfer stick. So every one of these comes with this. All these products are on my website, www.jbowenandcompany.com. They are selling fast, but I still have some available. Now this is the Sabelle. It is 12 by 16. It has one of those little transfer sticks, and it has 4 sheets, okay? It's got 4 sheets of different, they're just kind of like little cool graphics and designs, and you can, you know, put them on, they're showing a bathtub, a vanity, and a tray, but you can just put them on furniture, and it's just really classy, especially along on the black, okay? Now, I'm going to show y'all these 3 different stamp sets. Okay, much better. Good. Thank you for letting me know. These are the 3 6 by 6 stamp sets. Okay, this one is called, can you see it? Let me know if you can see it. It's in insignia. It is like they were calling it old fashioned, but I still like monograms. So it's got 4 different sheets in there, and it's got regular printed letters, cursive letters, in these 2 sets of frames. You see that? Okay, so, and it's got 4 sheets in there. That's the insignia one. This one is called velveteen. Velveteen. And it looks like a damask, kind of like that. When I see this, I see gold. Gold on like velvet. It's got 4 different stamps. And they're really cool, and you can make repeated patterns. I can't wait to use this one. I think it's going to be really cool. It's called velveteen. Okay. The next one is the Countryside Memoirs. That's kind of hard for me to say. Okay, there you go. It's another one of the 6x6, and it's got different, but it's real feminine. It's got birds, flowers, butterflies, bows. You can make all kind of like beautiful stationery or cards, or you can put them on all kinds of items. Y'all see that? Let me know if you can see these images of the products. Okay, so those are that. Hey everyone, what are y'all doing for Valentine's Day? Are y'all just chilling out? I've been working all day. I've been running all around. My son made me some coffee, but I think I'm gonna need a little bit more creamer in that. Could you put some more creamer, please? So y'all, this is my son, Reed. He doesn't really want to be on the camera. This is the one that I talk about in my videos. He said he wouldn't even say hello, but maybe he will. Come over here. Well, come on, you little piece of shy. This is Reed. He's 17. He's the one that had the type 1 diabetes, or still has it. But we are just doing so good now. He just got his monitor, and he's doing good. And he made me some coffee, which just me and him. So it's really nice. The little kids, my 8-year-old and 10-year-old, are not here. Okay, this is called the Brambles and Berries. Bramble and Berries. This is a 12x12 sheet, and it's got all these, got some kind of plastic on there, but it's got all these different berries. You can make all kinds of designs. On the back of here, they show it on this chair. You see on that chair? Hey, if y'all have any questions, thank you. Reed, she says that, Nicole says, hi Reed, so glad you're doing good. Okay, so they show it on a chair, but you can do all kinds of things with this. I think it's going to be a really pretty one. I haven't even opened that one of mine yet. Okay. This one I did last time. I've got these nice envelopes that I put them in, but right now it's not. I featured this on my video. This is the Shade and Song stamp set. You see that? I love this one. I did some rolling pins with this one. If you saw my my new IOD release video, this is what I did the rolling pins with. Shade and Song. So he's got those birds. Y'all, this is so much fun talking to y'all in real time instead of like just normally on the video. Okay, my tiger eyes, what are you saying that you liked? What did you like? Let me know. Okay. So, if y'all have any questions, please let me know. This is a mess over here. Okay. Just dropped a few things. This is the large transfer set. This is the Lost Garden transfer set. Okay. You see that? It's really cool. I just used, on my last video, I did some large urns. Read, whoa, it's falling. I cut it, so it's falling apart. That's part of it. And then this has 8 sheets. You see those 8 sheets? 8 12x16 sheets. Hey, Reed, would you go get those big urns that I did with this and the rolling pins? They're over there on the dining table. Okay, y'all see that? Bramble and Berries. Yes, that's a good one. I can't wait to use that one. Okay, where's the rest? Oh, they fell down here. Okay, then we've got 2 more. This is the Katharina. You see the Katharina one? It's really pretty. I love this one. It's got really nice, I call them, they're like bold and bright flowers like you'd see in an English garden. They're just beautiful flower images. And you get 8 sheets. Those are the Katharina ones, okay? Oh, here they are. This is what he turned out the light. turn the light back on. Oh, sorry about that. This is what I did. These are the urns. I'm gonna take that out. These are the urns that I did the lost, see that? The lost garden. I didn't really show you how it was to me, but you see how big this is compared to me. These are large vases. It's just sometimes when you know, take the pictures of them, you can't see how big they are, but they are big. I told you on my last video, these were those, you know that, I don't know, I buy a lot of this stuff, and back in the 90s when everything was that, I think it was like that bronze color, but it was brown metal. I love that stuff, but you know, it's kind of a little bit more dated now. So I put these out in my garden for several months, and they were solid brown when I got them. And look, they just rusted and got all rusty, and I think they look pretty cool like that. What do y'all think? Should I have painted these, or do you like them like this? Okay. Now, let's see. Oh, here's a couple other things. Here's some of the molds. Sorry, I got a little cold. Okay, I just made these last night. They're still in the, these are the vintage brooches molds. They're really cool. I cannot wait. Here, I'll show you one of these. I haven't even taken them out. But here's one. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Vintage brooches. I've already seen some people, you can put Easter images there or paint little paintings. My husband's home. Hey, Brian. Oh, he says hi. Come over here and say hello. My husband, oh, he's good. He don't, you know, they're all camera shy around here. Okay, so that is the vintage brooches. Thank you, Sandy. Yeah, do you like that natural patina? I don't know how much my husband likes it, but I do that all the time. So in our yard, we have this one particular area that I call my garden. And when we first moved here, it was literally a vegetable garden. But I'm really great when I get started on the vegetable gardens. They're all looking at me and everything. I'm really good when I start, but when it gets really hot and it's harvesting time, I'm not so much in there. Send me the vase and I will let you know. Okay. So so anyway, sometimes when I buy metal stuff, got these angels out there. They were some weird color. I can't remember what they were, but I put them out there and they totally rusted. They're big angels, like Christmas angels. I think they were red or something, but now they're just copper and they look really cool. So anyway, I like to do that. I don't know how much my family likes me experimenting with things like that, but in that one area, I do put stuff out there to age. Okay. Here is the other transfer. I don't think I showed you this one. This is the Wild Bloomin' one. Wild Bloomin'. It is a beautiful one. I did some of the brass trinket vases. I did those. Reed, would you bring me those brass trinket vases and the rolling pins that are in there? They're in there on the sheet. But anyway, this one. It's 8 by 12. You get 8 sheets like this. And you get all these different images. Some are already cut because I literally used them yesterday in my project. What I love about this one that's different, or these look more like flowers that you would really see in your garden. The other ones are kind of the more, they're on the gray cabinet. Oh, those trinket boxes, the gold brass boxes, or they're not boxes, they're like dishes. Okay, sorry about that. So these are these images, and I think they look like natural garden images, where the others are more like formal roses. So anyway, these are them. So what do y'all like this live format? Let me know what you think. I love y'all commenting, because otherwise I'm just sitting here talking to myself and my you know, husband and son. Oh, look at here, he brought these to me. Okay, these are the rolling pins that I made with the, what was it called? The Shade and Song. I'm starting to get a lot of stuff up here. Look at that. Let me turn it over so it's right. There you go. Look how cool those turned out. I think they turned out so cool. And those were so fun to make. Y'all let me know if you've seen my latest video. Have y'all seen my latest video, the new IOD video? Let me know in the comments if you've seen it. See, it's upside down again. There you go. Okay, bring this over here. My son is doing so good. He's helping me, and he did so good today. He had to go up to my booth 3 times today to get different things. People are ordering DIY paint and all kind of things, so he's really been helping. So what do y'all think of those rolling pins? And then these I made with the Wild Bloomin' transfer set. These are those trinket, I call them brass trinket dishes. I don't really know what you call that, but they're like a little dish. It looks like that. And then here's this one. Okay, Sandy, you like the lives. Good. Okay, so you can see this one is smaller. This one is bigger. There you go. I really enjoyed those. And then we need to show you the berry mold. I actually am doing a project with that. I'm so excited. Okay, this one is the wild berries. I still have some. I used them. I poured some resin in there last night and I took it off. So this is the wild berries. Okay, thank you. I'm glad you like it. This is the wild berries. It's, you know, I've already used it, but I'm going to show you what I'm using it on. And y'all are going to get a sneak peek of my next video. So I was able to take this one stamp set, okay, and make 3 different projects, okay? The first, oh, I love this one, is this little wine basket. And there was so much, I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? I haven't painted it yet. Can you see that? I just put the wild berries, one part. So basically on the wild berry stamp, there are 2 large sections, and then there's a bunch of little berries all around there. You see that? Okay. So I used one section right here. And if y'all have not seen that video, after this, I would love for you to jump over there and go check out my video. So there's that one, and then look at this one. Oh, this is so cool. So this is a galvanized bucket. It's got gold at the top and gold here. All this stuff was thrifted. Just paid $2 for this, I believe. And can y'all see that image? That is another set of the berries, the wild berries. So what I'm thinking about doing is I'm probably, yeah, I paid $2. I didn't even take off the sticker. So, yeah, do you like that? You like that one? Oh, I like it too on the basket. Okay, but the only thing is I'm probably going to have to paint some of the basket and distress it because I could have painted this. I could have painted this beforehand, but I didn't. I did this project, and then this other one somewhere around here. I got all covered up with all these. I did these all this morning before I went to work. I had a full day. I drove almost well over 2 hours today. Oh, okay. And I had a bunch of appointments. Okay, so look at this one. This is an urn. I'm not an urn. What do you call this? A crock. This is a crock. Did you use clear resin or hot glue? I used clear resin. What did you use to adhere it? Oh, to adhere it. What did I use to adhere it? I used Titebond. Here you go. Titebond Quick and Thick. That's what I use. You can get this on Amazon. I have it. If you look on my last video, I have this linked right there, so you can just, you know, purchase it from out in my descriptions. I always put all these things are linked in there. Not on this video, but on my other ones. But yeah, Titebond Quick and Thick. That's what I used. I just glued it, and then I put it on the basket, and then I glued it, and I put it on this. Normally I would never paint a crock, but when I bought this a while back, I bought it probably a year or 2 ago. It's been in my booth, never sold. But I put it in the dishwasher because a lot of times I do. I don't know if y'all can see that, but it discolored it. Do you see that? It turned it like a peachy color down there. And I think that might be why it didn't sell. So what I'm going to do is I still want to keep the integrity of this crock, but what I'm going to do is I may paint it and then put a dark aging wax on there so it shows up. Or, and I already got the color I want to paint it. Tapestry from Fusion Mineral Paint. I'm going to paint it that color so it matches. I'm not going to paint the inside, just the outside. So I had 2 ideas, so I want y'all to help me. Should I paint it all this tapestry color and then just come back with dark wax, like a Fusion Aging wax, and just have it like a neutral? Or I could come back and paint them all like strawberries, like actual colors. What do y'all think? So this is a sneak peek of my next video. I'm also working on a tray. Let me get you that sparrow mold too. I need to grab that for you so you can see that one. Let's see here. Look at that sparrow mold. Oh, y'all, I kind of did this last minute. Obviously, I don't have this organized. I just thought it would be fun to get on here. So here are two other molds. This is a beautiful mold. This is called the Blossom mold. You seen that one? This is the Blossom one. And it looks like, it reminds me of, I guess it's supposed to be like cherry blossoms. It could be any kind. Here's the back. Can y'all see that okay? Okay, this is the cherry blossom one. I love that one. This one goes really well with that. I think you could mix it really well with the whoops, dropping stuff all over the place. With the Shade in Song, like you could stamp and then add some of this too, the birds or whatever. I think that would be really cool. Okay, that one is the Blossom mold. Sorry if you haven't seen my backside. Okay, so this is the Trimmings 4. Can y'all see that? The Trimmings 4. You can see how wide it is. I'll show you. This is next to some DIY paint. See how big it is? Hi, Rachel. So that's how big it is. So it's about 4 inches, and then the other ones I'd say about 2 inches. This is the Trimmings mold. Trimmings 4 mold. What do y'all think about the Trimmings 4 mold? Do you like that one? Okay, I'm going to get you the other one, but I'm going to show you this one. This is one of my favorite molds. I play around with this one all the time. This is the Toadstool mold. It's not new, but it is one I like. If you don't have this one, it is so much fun for spring. That's the Toadstool mold. Okay, hang tight. I'm going to grab that, the sparrow's nest. Okay, here is the sparrow's nest. Okay, I featured this one on my last video. I did a birdhouse with this one. This is a sparrow's nest. I love the sparrow's nest one. What do y'all think about that one? Do you like that one? I think that's really cool. This one has been very popular. I only have a few left of these, so if you want to get that, you should head over to my website and purchase that one, because I think I have 3 left. I can reorder, but I've sold quite a few of those sparrow's nest ones. Okay, so 5 molds. I've shown you the sparrow's nest, the trimmings, the vintage brooches. Okay, I've shown you all those. Okay, so now to the paint inlays. Now these paint inlays get a little crazy after you open them because they're not put together. They're individual pieces. This is the Portofino one. Okay, good, Rachel. You like the sparrow's nest? It's cool. This is the Portofino. It is a gorgeous transfer. You know, I think it looks a little bit more summery than spring, especially with those lemons. But it will be great now and into the summer and all that. And like I told you all in the video, it reminds me of Europe. This summer, I went on 2 trips. Not trying to brag, but I went to Europe twice this summer. I went to Portugal on 1 trip. And then I went to... Oh yeah, it is. That sparrow's nest is awesome. I went to Portugal and then I went to Spain. And I didn't know, but Portugal and Spain, but especially Portugal, both of them has tile everywhere. Tons of tile. Beautiful tiles. Most beautiful tiles you've ever seen. Everywhere. And a ton. They have 4 basic colors you see there besides white. You see blue and white. You see this yellow, like a mustard yellow color. Just like a grass green, or maybe a little bit darker than grass green, and red mixed with white, and you see that everywhere, all over the place. But this is the paint inlays. If you are scared of a paint inlay, you need to go watch my last video. Oh yeah, if you need to go check out my last video. And I teach you 2 different ways to use paint inlays. There's 2 different ways. So one way that you do it is you put this is paint. This is not a transfer. This is actually paint. I think a lot of people are scared to use these because they don't understand. Oh, it's upside down. but this is actually paint on this paper, okay? And so you're gonna paint a surface. One way is you can paint a surface with chalk paint. It has to be chalk paint, like DIY paint. You paint the surface one coat, okay? The second coat, you put another coat. You get it nice and wet. You then take this paint and you're basically going to press it into the other paint. When it dries, it literally takes this paint and it puts it on the other project. But it is really pretty. I love this Portofino transfer set. But see, it comes in these papers. If you've never bought one, it comes in with these papers. And then between each paper is this other paper. I think it's just so it doesn't, you know, mess around, you know, it doesn't mess up the inlay. But so it's a little bit, once you take it apart, it's a little bit messy. And like I said, this is just very impromptu. So anyway, so these are the paint inlays. Have y'all ever used a paint inlay? Y'all used a paint inlay? Let me know. If you haven't, let me know you haven't too. If you want to, you should purchase one of these. This is a great one, but I'm going to tell you, I love this Portofino one, but because of the time of year right now, I love this one. This is so nice. Oh, this is the back side of the Portofino one. So I've not been to Portofino. What is Portofino like? Let me know what Portofino is like. I have been to Italy. I'm assuming it's in Italy, I guess. But I've been to Italy before, but Rome, I've been to Rome, Venice, Florence, Milan, and places. I like doing inlays on smalls. Yes, that is good to do them on smalls. So I honestly didn't do inlays too much, mainly because I had chalk paint, but just, you know, like the kind you get at Walmart, nothing wrong with that. But now I'm a stockist for DIY paint, and so I've got a lot of DIY paint now that I can play around with. But this is the Spring Melody. If you've not seen this one, y'all, it is awesome. I love this one, especially this time of year. Okay, so this is the front of it. It is another large one. It's 12 by 16. And then on the back of it, you get 8 images. Can y'all see those images? They're like, they're bunnies, roses, and then you've got all these fun little ones to play around with. And then this is kind of like a toile. Yeah, I love this one. Isn't it beautiful? It's on the coast south of Rome. Oh, I bet it is beautiful. That's why I didn't get to go to the coast in Italy, and plus we went at Christmas time anyway, so I guess we did. We went to Venice, but you know, we did see Venice and those islands outside of Venice. Oh, here, I want to show you all these sheets. Okay, so here are the sheets. Look at this. It's like a toile. You see that? What do y'all think about that? Tile, you talked about tile and lots of lemons. Yeah, I bet so. Yeah, this one is adorable. See, that's that sheet. Then you get the flowers, the roses. I used that in my video. I painted a toolbox with milk paint, and then I put those on there. Okay, these are just these little long things. I put this one in my video. If you haven't seen that, I put this on the handle. You get 3 of those, and then you can just get these other ones, but it fit perfect on that handle. I can't believe how well it fit. Okay. The cool thing about these, you can use them like, you can use this whole image like on a tray. Can you see that? Yeah, it's kind of hard to see. Yeah. You can use this on a tray, or you can cut out the individual images for smaller ones. And then, let's see here. This is another roses. You get 2 sheets of the roses. Y'all, I'm making a big old mess here. And then these are I told my husband I'm going to clean up the house tomorrow. Okay, I have to admit, I wasn't sure I was going to love the toolbox. Oh, you did? You liked it? Thank you. Yeah, I thought it turned out pretty. What part did you not like? Did you not like the milk paint? Yeah, you need to get this one, Luann. Look at that one. That's why I wanted to show y'all these, because in my video, I felt like it's a little more rushed and you can't see. But look at this. Look at how many smalls you can make with this. There's 2 sheets of these. So you get, the cool thing about an inlay is this. Okay, on this one sheet right here, you have, let's just do some fast math. 6, 11, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15. You have 20 images, okay? If you put this into chalk paint, you can probably use these 3 or 4 times, okay? Let's say at a minimum 2 to 3 times, maybe even 4 times each. So you have a ton of images. Well, Luann, if you'd like to purchase it, it is available on my website, www.jbowenandcompany.com. The milk paint. Yeah. What do you think about using the milk paint on the inlay? Were you scared that it wouldn't look right? So y'all, here's the thing. I love milk paint. I love painting with milk paint. It is so fun. I think the reason I like it is because it's not perfect, and that's actually why I like it. Now, you can make it where it's, you know, more solid. You don't have to make it chippy or anything like that, but you can if you want to. And on these, I just thought that those roses, I thought those would look so cool on a chippy surface. So you don't have to make it chippy, but you can. And so my very first video that I ever put on YouTube, I used, I like milk paint, but I need more color. Well, I've got a whole lot of colors, Sandy, on my website. So I sell Fusion Mineral Paint. I sell 3 lines of paint. I don't know if I've been clear about that, but I started off with Fusion Mineral Paint because I love Fusion Mineral Paint. I think it's a great paint. And the reason I chose it is because I had used it before, and it works well. So let me get back to the point I was making before. The Fusion milk paint I used on my very first YouTube video. I made over a bread box with that mustard yellow color, and I put inlays on it. I think I put the Rose Botanical inlay sheet on it, and, well, not inlays, transfer sheet. And it turned out, I think it turned out really cool. It's a bread box, a big bread box. But anyway, so I sell 3 different brands of paint. The first one I started selling was Fusion Mineral Paint, and I started selling that because I had used it for several years. I loved it. It's a great paint. It already has a top coat in it, and they have tons of different colors, different finishes, waxes, stain finishing oils, beeswax, but it doesn't even require a top coat, but there's a lot of colors. So I decided to do that first, and I opened a store the store was probably about 25 minutes from me, because I have a booth in Gainesville, Georgia. That's where I'm located. It's literally about a block from my house. It's just right down the street. So I can go there all the time. It's very fast. But there's already someone that sells Fusion Mineral Paint there, and someone that sells IOD. So I couldn't sell IOD or Fusion Mineral Paint there because IOD and Fusion is all a territory. So you can only be within so many miles of another dealer. So long story short, I opened this other store, but then that store ended up it shut down, and I could see that coming. So I pulled out of that store. And then my husband, because there wasn't a place nearby where I could put those products in there, so my husband has allowed me to, I had to talk him into it and like really begging, no joke. But anyway, he's let me put the paint and the IOD products I got approved in our location, our store location, which is a detail supply store. We sell high-end professional car dealership or car detailing supplies there. Yeah, it sucked. So anyway, I pulled all of that out of there, and now I have it at that store. But the good part about it is because my husband ships internationally, we have a big shipping station. So when y'all purchase things, they send it out for me now. They just started doing that, and it's really nice. It's really efficient. He can bring it home every day and all that. So it makes sense, because the other store I had to, make a special trip there to go get the stuff. So now it's at my husband's office. They can ship it most of the time the same day if you order it. That's what we're starting to do now. So anyway, that's the story of that. So I started out with the Fusion Mineral Paint. I wanted to carry another paint line up at this store, but they wouldn't let me because there was already 2 paint lines. But then a nice friend of mine who I'd met named Judy. She decided she wanted to sell her Rethunk Junk paint, where she sold Rethunk Junk. Have y'all ever heard of Rethunk Junk paint? Do y'all know what that is? If you haven't, it's a local paint to Georgia. They sell it multiple places, but it's locally owned in Georgia. It's a Georgia company. So I was able to purchase all her paint. So she had she had Rethunk Junk paint, and she had Howard's Restore finished products. I don't know if you know what Howard's Restore is, but Howard's Restore is like, you can finish products with all kind of oils, like cutting board oil, and you've got, it's this stuff that, it's called Restore Finishes. Basically has a stain, but you can take cabinets or furniture. Oh, Sandy, if you've never tried it, I literally fell in love with this stuff. Like, wait, are you talking about Rethunk Junk? I'm not sure which one you're talking about, but the Howard's products are awesome. They're amazing. I'll have to do a video more about that. So anyway, I purchased that, not the booth, but her products, the Rethunk Junk paint, and it's really good too. It's real similar to Fusion. It's a little bit less expensive than Fusion, but the thing is, it has a built-in primer, no sealers required, but the finish is a little bit more chalkier than, okay, the Rethunk. It's a little bit more chalkier looking, a little bit more matte of a finish would be the correct word than Fusion, but they have a lot of great colors, a lot of great finishes. So I purchased that because I wanted to have paint there, and I also sell the Whimsical papers. And so I thought having those Whimsical papers and the paint would be a good combination. So when she called me, she asked me, you know, do you know anyone that might want to sell Rethunk Junk paint? I'm thinking, no, because I already have Fusion. And then like in 5 minutes, I was like, oh, I would like to pay, sell that, because then I could take that booth over, sell the Whimsical paint. And then I talked to the owner of the store, and I've been in that store like 3.5 years now. I talked to them and I said, I would like to carry DIY paint too. Do you have an issue with that? Would that be okay? She said, as long as you have paint, I only want paint in these 2 booths because it's right by the front. So she let me take in DIY paint to carry that. So then I contacted DIY, they approved me, and now here I am. And I sell DIY paint too. I've been working on some projects today. Now, have y'all used DIY paint? This is what the DIY is. Debbie's Design Diary DIY paint, but I just call it DIY paint. They get kind of messy. It's a chalk paint, but it has a lot of really, really fun colors. And so I wanted to carry that because it's just something new and different. So I started selling that. So I really love, what I love about the DIY paint, and I'd first shied away from it because you have to put a sealer on it. And I thought, I do not want to put a sealer on it. But here's the deal. It is very, very, very easy to put the sealer on. It is no problem. It paints so easy. And then you put the sealer on, you put this sealer, Big Top, or you can put waxes, or they have the liquid patina. And it goes on so fast and so easy. So another project I'm working on are these. They're still kind of wet. I painted them this morning. I was able to paint 2 coats, and then one, you get Sonic's Maker's Box. Okay, cool. So this is the vase I'm working on. This is with the mint chip on it, okay? This color, I think it's showing up a little bit lighter, but it's literally like mint chocolate chip ice cream green. You know that color? It looks like that. But this is when you paint it and you don't have a sealer on it. You see it's still kind of streaky because it's kind of wet still. But when you put the sealer on it, I don't know if you can tell the difference. Can y'all tell the difference in these 2? This one has a sealer, this doesn't. Can y'all tell? I know the lighting's probably not that good. But anyway, then I decided to carry the DIY paint, and I love that too because I love to paint. So now I have lots of paints to choose from, and I offer Rethunk Junk paint. I sell a lot of Rethunk Junk paint in my store. Up here, it's called the OCC. That's in Gainesville, Georgia, out of the Cedar Chest. I sell a lot of that. I just started, not too long ago, in January, carrying the DIY. So it's just now catching on because a lot of people don't know what it is here in Georgia. So I'm trying to educate people when they come in about that. So, and then of course, I sell the the Fusion paint. So on my website, I have all those available. The Fusion paint with the milk paint, lots of different colors. And y'all, if you ever see something on my website and it's not available or out of stock, let me know. And if I can order it, I can order it for you. So the Fusion mineral paint, this is the one that has the sealer. It has a built-in primer and a sealer and a self-leveling. So you don't have to put a sealer on that. I like that. However, I love the DIY paint too. You have to put a sealer, but it's no big deal at all. It's not easy, so don't think it's hard. Oh, and then this is one of my favorite things, okay? You see this bottle? I sell these bottles. And the reason I know about these bottles is because you know how I told you my husband has a detail supply company? He sells these bottles, hundreds of these bottles. And so I sell them too on my website. So we always had one in the bathroom to fix our son's hair with in the morning. And I was like, I want one of those. And so I use it and I thought that would be good to offer other people. So if you want one of these bottles, it's one of these. Let's see if I can spray it. Can you see that? It's like a fine mister bottle. It doesn't spray hard and I love that. So when you're painting with a DIY paint, if you spray your DIY paint, it will blend really good. So anyway, I'm probably talking too much. If I'm talking too much, I'll just let me know. I'll shut up. Okay, so that's basically what I wanted to show you. And I thought it'd be kind of fun to show you one project kind of in action. So you see this bucket? I bought it for $2. It's from IKEA. Probably didn't cost much there, but I love the color. There's nothing wrong with it. So I don't paint stuff just to paint stuff. It's got to be like it needs a paint job. If it doesn't need a paint job, I'm not painting it because that makes no sense to me. So I'm going to show you. I wanted to put this one transfer, this wild bloom, and you know I told you I really like this one. I really like them all. Don't worry, we're here to hear you talk. Okay, good, thank you. Keep talking, I'm learning. I talked all day today. I don't know if y'all know, but I'm actually an attorney. That's what I do for my real job. So it was crazy today. It's been a crazy 2 days. I thought I heard, so the other day for the video, for our, the new release video, I decided I wanted to film all these things for you. So I put them down on my rug, like in their foyer area, and I got down on the floor and I started filming them for like 30 minutes. And then I got up. Well, you know, when you get a little older and you sit down on the floor for a while, it kind of hurts. What areas of law do you practice? Okay, I practice in the area of family law. Help me with my divorce and then we'll craft. Perfect. I do mainly divorces and child custody law. So I do trials, a lot of trials. I do, you know, divorces, contested, uncontested, protective orders. I do contempt orders, modification orders, custody, all that kind of stuff like that. And I also do criminal defense. So, you know, the good thing about, you know, a lot of people are like, how can you represent criminals? Well, the thing I always tell people, most of the time the criminals admit what they did. They're like, I did it, just help me. Not in divorces, the other person always did all the stuff. So that's what I do for my real job. This is what I do for fun because I have a degree in studio art. I went to school in college and got a degree in art, was an artist my entire life, entered competitions, just always loved art. But when I was in school, I needed some, it just seemed like maybe I wasn't going to make much money and I wanted to be able to make more money because I saw all these, my brother was in law school while I was in college and I saw him go to these fancy parties and doing all these amazing things. And then here I was in school with all these people that seemed like they didn't have any money and we may never have money. And I was seeing in art history all these amazing places in Europe that I wanted to go and I wanted to buy art supplies. And back then, you think stuff is expensive now. You know, 30 years ago, 25 years ago, one thing of oil paint was a fortune, a little bitty tube. You know, I still have it, but it was so expensive. And I thought, I'm going to go to school and be a lawyer, and I'm going to buy art supplies, whatever I want, and I'm going to go to Europe and do all that. So that is why I have an art store, so I can have every color I want. And but I work really hard, just like I'm sure you do too. But I've been a lawyer since 2003, so 21 years now I've been a lawyer. gets a little tiring, to be honest. But today I had an appointment this morning, and I had to help my brother witness some wills, and I had another appointment in another town 30 minutes away. Then another 25 minutes I drove to another town. We have three law offices. We have a law office in Gainesville, Georgia, Cleveland, Georgia, and Clarksville, Georgia. So I went to every office today. I usually don't do that, but it was unusual. But I did get to go to one thrift store because my client was going to be 30 minutes late. And I thought, well, I'll just run over to the thrift store. So that was fun, and I found a few things. Oh, one thing I found, y'all. I found some fabric with strawberries on it. So thanks for, how do you do it all? How do I do it all? I'm just crazy. That's pretty much sums it up. I'm crazy. I work all the time. I do this, like, I'm just crazy sometimes. I like to, like this morning, no joke, I got up at 4 in the morning and had me some coffee, cleaned up a little bit, it's still a mess, started some projects, I still went to work all day, got home almost 5 o'clock, and then I thought I would jump on here. Okay, so that's awesome. Thanks for sharing. How do you do? Okay, that's how I do it. I'm a little crazy. So, but I love helping people with the law. I like it. You know, I like helping people. It gets a little old sometimes. It's kind of draining, but I love to paint and I love to craft. And if I could craft 24/7, I would do it. I think I have hundreds of ideas, thousands of ideas I could do. So I just love, I have no shortage of ideas. I have no shortage of paint, no shortage of supplies. But that's why I carry all this stuff, is because, you know, I work hard. I work hard with my cases. I buy this stuff and then I share this stuff with you. The law office came up first. Yeah, well, that's why, because I'm a lawyer. Okay, so let's see. Sandy says, I worked for prepaid legal for over 20 years, traveled all over the U.S. and Canada training attorneys on our contracts. Is that child support requirements or see it and loved everyone? Well, that sounds like a lot of fun. You got to go all over the U.S. and all that. That sounds great. So, that's great. That sounds like a lot of fun. Where all did you get to travel? Okay. Wow, Rachel. Okay, now I know when and what. Okay, yep, that's why the law office comes up, because that's what I do primarily. I have a soft spot for family law. Are you sure, Sandy? I don't know. I don't hear a lot of people saying they have a soft spot, but I actually try to be really nice. I try to be fair, nice, just, and I use my creative side to try to help people work out their problems. What I love the most is custody and helping people, assets and stuff like that. I help people divide their assets. That's not really fun, but I like to help people with their children. And that's really, you know, something I love. And I help people try to come up with resolutions that make everyone at peace and happy. I want them to love their children and at least treat each other nice. So that's what I do in my time. So between the lawyering, and I have 3 kids, and these booths and this art, my house is a little bit messy. So I got to clean this weekend. So, so that's what I was going to tell y'all, is this week was crazy. I was on the floor, okay? I was on the floor. I stood up. It was kind of hard to get up. My leg was asleep. I had to have my son pull me up, you know. He pulled me up, and of course he's like, Mom, what's wrong with you? You need to whatever, lose weight or exercise or whatever. I'm like, it just hurts when you get older when you sit on the floor. All 50 states except 3 and several. Nice. You're lucky to get to travel all that. I'm jealous. I love to travel too. I travel as much as I can. But then I bought all this paint and all these supplies, so now I got to pay it all off. I'm getting close to paying it off. So y'all got to buy some of this stuff so I can keep buying it, so I can keep showing y'all, and you know, the circle goes round and round. So anyway, long story short, that night, this is the night before the release, I get in bed and I'm laying there, and all of a sudden my back started hurting so bad, and I'm like, this is ridiculous. I guess I had gotten off the floor, cooked supper, we ate, cleaned up, homework, got the kids ready for bed. I got in bed, and I just was in excruciating pain. Well, I thought it was like a nerve or a pinched nerve from sitting on the floor or something. So anyway, it was a miserable night, and I had a trial the next day. The same day as the release, I had a custody trial. And so, but we had gotten close to working it out, so I thought we could work it out, but I was feeling rough. My son's telling me, you need to go to the emergency room. And I'm like, I'm not going to the emergency room at 10 o'clock at night so they can sit there for 2-3 hours and they can tell me, oh, you have a pinched nerve. So I was like, I'm not doing it. I'm kind of stubborn like that. I don't really like to go to the doctor. So anyway, long story short, we went to bed that night, felt horrible all night long, had a horrible night, took all this relief, didn't even do anything. Got up the next morning, barely could even get dressed myself. My husband literally had to help me get dressed. I was in so much pain. Went to that hearing. I told my client and the other attorney, and I've never, not one time in 21 years, missed because I was sick. I had 3 children as an attorney, and I never missed besides when I went on leave. Never got out of a trial, anything. Anyway, because I just don't do that. But anyway, I told the judge, I said, look, or I told the other attorney, I said, if we don't get this settled, I cannot have a trial because I cannot stand up and eject and get up and down and all that feeling like this. So anyway, I came home, and then when you have a release, are any of y'all stockists or y'all just buy the IOD stuff? I don't know. But when a release comes out, you set your video for a certain time, and then you have to, at 1 o'clock, you turn on your stuff on your website, and then you post here and there and there. I mean, it's like a whole process. It's like an hour-and-a-half process just to get all this stuff posted so all you guys can see all this. So anyway, my husband's like, you better go to the doctor today. And so I said, okay, I'll go. Well, I went up there to the doctor, emergency room, went to one urgent care, and they didn't take our insurance. So they said, you got to drive like 15 minutes up here because we just got new Anthem insurance, Blue Cross Blue Shield, and they don't even take it at the urgent care. So anyway, so I drive all the way over there. Anyway, after all this stuff, turns out I had a kidney infection. That's what was causing my back to hurt so bad. And I mean, I was in excruciating pain. So it's just now, today is tolerable. Yesterday was awful. Anyway, but I'm better now. I'm all good. So that's been my crazy experience. So anyway, so I talk a lot. So I feel like I'm just blabbering. So y'all got to say something here. Otherwise, I'm just talking and talking. My ears are hurting just hearing my own self talk. So anyway, I want to do this project with y'all, okay? Y'all ready for a little fun project? Whoops. Okay, so I got my scissors here. And I need to get my book. I'm not sure. Yeah, it was very, very, when my oldest was young. Yeah, it was, and I'm not even a person that gets sick. And when I do get sick, I just keep working because that's just what I do. Okay, so here is this. Can y'all, oh, I'm gonna put this down here. And now y'all can see all my mess. Can y'all see that okay? So I'm going to try to find some of this. Ooh, that one's kind of prettier. I thought this would be a pretty little bucket too. Okay, this one is my favorite. I love pansies and I love this. It reminds me of my mom, but we have pansies and stuff too. I was thinking about making this. What is that noise? Mr. Big, is that you, Mr. Big? I was thinking about putting some purple flower. That one's pretty too. I thought this would just be a pretty little bucket. I have a daughter, and y'all might not know, but her name is Bowen. And that's why the name of my my page or company is called, or YouTube channel, all of my channels on my Facebook, it's all called J. Bowen and Company, because her name is Jacqueline Bowen Carr Crosby. But that's why I call it J. Bowen, because it's me and her. So J. Bowen and Company. So she always has markers and little things she's always carrying around. She's 10. So I thought it would be pretty to put something on this, and then she can put her stuff in it. I like for people to have functional items that go with our house. I do not like stuff like I tell my husband, if it looks like it came from Walmart, I don't want to see it on the counter. It literally gives me anxiety. So, you know, I tell them, let's just put stuff. I just don't like that. So I think this one's really pretty. What do y'all think about this one? Or this one's pretty too. This one I'm going to put in a frame, and I'm keeping that. I already know that. What do y'all think? I think this one would be really pretty. I think she would like that one. So I'm going to put this. So if you've never used a transfer, you just cut it out like this. And Now I've got to find one of those transfer sticks. Here you go. Do y'all want to meet my nephew, my dog nephew? Come here, Mr. Big. Come here. This is Mr. Big and his mom and dad. My brother and his wife. Can y'all see Mr. Big? They travel a lot. She owns a travel company called Book It Box Travel. Y'all look that up. Book It Box. And anyway, they travel a lot. They're at a conference in Florida, so he came to stay with me. He comes and stays with me all the time, and we have a good time. And he likes to help me. So anyway, okay, thank y'all so much for saying these nice things. Hell, I had no idea kidney infection. Let me tell you what, this hurt like excruciatingly painful. Glad you're on the mend. Same. I don't like matchy-matchy. What do you mean by you don't like matchy-matchy? So cute. What a cute. Thank you. I decided to start showing Mr. Big because he's here all the time. Anyway, oh, that's kind of big. I don't know. What do y'all think about that? That might be a little too big. I don't really like when you have to go over stuff like that. Sometimes it makes it a little harder. Matchy-matchy furniture. Yeah. You know, it used to be like that was the thing. You wanted matchy-matchy, and now it's kind of like not really... It's not as in now to have the stuff matching. It used to be everything matched. It's like if it seems like there was 20-something years ago, if it didn't, or 30 years ago, if it didn't match, it didn't look that good. And now, if it matches, it kind of looks out of style. So they say, but you know, who are they? Do what you want to do. Do what you like. That's what I say. Do what you like and like what you do. And that, ooh, that one's pretty too. What do y'all think? Do you think, see, this one's a little too big. That's a little, what do y'all think? Should I put this one right here, or should I put this one? This one or this one? This one is just all purple, and this one has the red. I'm a nurse for 20 years and do the thrift flipping on the side. I'm working up to a booth, but right now just doing farmers market. Oh, fun. You know what? I actually think that's a lot more work. Because if you have a booth, the beauty of the booth is you just take it up there in hand. Oh, wait. Oh. Okay, wait a second. Which one was in my hand? This one? You think this one? The good thing about having a booth is you can just take it out there, you leave it, and you forget it. That whole farmer's market, I think that would be a lot of work. I only know that because in my right after I became a lawyer, I decided, this was in like the early 2000s, I was like, I'm going to go back to doing some art, and I'm going to have a booth. And I did it one time. No, 2 times. And I had to have my mom and dad help. So this one, y'all think this one? Well, it's not weirdo. It's just more eclectic style. Finding available space. Yeah, it's just easier if you have a booth. You know, the funny thing, or the cool thing is, this booth is where I have my booth. It was an empty building. So we bought this house, like, let's see, my little boy was only 6 months old, and he's 8 now, almost 9. So when we bought this house, it was an empty building for several years. Well, about 6 years. It was an old furniture store. This one, okay. And then they opened an antique store, and I thought, ooh, that would be fun. So I talked to my husband, because I used to sell eBay and Poshmark, and I said, oh, can I please have a booth? He agreed so I could get some of this stuff out of the house, but, you know, kind of went a little south. I still bring in way too much stuff. So I'm not going to use that tray. But anyway, the beauty of having a booth is you just take it there, and it's you don't have to deal with it, because, you know, I commend you for doing the farmer's market. That's a lot of work. Okay. I think that's so pretty. Look how pretty that is. Okay. So you're just going to peel it off, and it's kind of like sticky. Not as sticky as a sticker, but kind of sticky. I call it an adult sticker. And then you just take this little stick, and then the best part is you just rub and pull. I overheard myself saying that, and I kind of laughed at that. Sounds a little funny, but you just rub. If you pull it up while you're rubbing, it will come off very easy. I really like doing this live. I really like interacting with y'all. Are y'all having fun? Hey, Brian. Hello?
Hello?
Do you still want to go eat or you want to stay home?
Yep.
Yes, what?
I want to go eat.
Where are you thinking? Do what?
Whenever you're done.
Okay, well, I'll be done soon. We're just going to do this. Okay. So, the little kids are at their karate. They have like one of these Valentine things. Okay. See how easy that was? That was so fast, so easy. And then you just take it like that and you rub it in. For some reason, this particular, it happened when I did it before. This particular, you know what it is? It's where these little ones are that have space. It feels stickier to me, so it catches when I rub that. So I'm just going to use my hands. But look at there. That's all you do. Now, if you were going to sell that, I'd probably put some wax on there. I'll put some wax on here just to see that real quick. Just to show you. So I've got some of this clear wax. Okay. Okay, what are y'all saying? I did a bucket just like that and painted the top and bottom edge of black paint and put the flowers and some words. I sold it at the farm market in 15 minutes. I bet you did. I bet it was really cute. Okay, y'all, I need y'all to vote for me on something else. The thing I like about these buckets is, like, you saw how long it took. It took like 15 seconds to put that on, maybe a minute, but it's very fast. Normally you'd have your screwdriver to open this, but I didn't. I'm gonna have to grab some paper towels, so hold tight real quick. Oh, I have a paper towel right here I'll use. Okay, so a lot of times I just apply it with paper towel. I just put it on there, do like this, and then you just wipe it off. Now it's at least, you know, protected. I wouldn't go cleaning and scrubbing it, but at least there's a little bit of protection on it. And that's all you have to do. What do y'all think? Is that cute? Okay, I'm trying to do a booth. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to do a booth now, but there's been one delay after another. Hopefully the lady gets all the kinks worked out. Well, I hope she does too. Y'all, we do several festivals in the spring and fall. I love talking and interacting with the customers. Now, that would be the fun part. How much would you sell that for? Well, first of all, I take the IKEA sticker off so people didn't know it came from there. I would probably put in my booth something like this. Now, I tend to go a little higher, and I'm going to tell you why. The store I'm at over here is, this town is a kind of a, you know, it's a more upscale crowd that goes to that store. I mean, it's all kinds, but that store has, it has a lot of antique stuff, but it also has just nice decorations and stuff like that. Yeah, so it's, so I put a little bit higher. I would probably put, I hadn't thought about it. I'd probably put something like somewhere between $14.99 and $16.99. That's what I'd put on it. Now, I know a lot of people out here on YouTube, they put things like this for like $10.99, $11.99. I don't put it that low. I put a little bit higher. Excuse me. I've had a little bit of cold too. I put it a little bit higher, and that's just what I do. And it sells. It may take a little bit longer. Yeah, $15. Yeah, I'd pay $20. Okay. Where in Florida? I'm not in Florida. I'm in Gainesville. I'm in Georgia. So it's Gainesville, Georgia. I'm about 1 hour north of Atlanta. So just 1 hour north. It's in Gainesville. It's a decent sized little town. We have a really cool downtown. We live 1 block from downtown, which is really cool. We love it because we have a golf cart and we can just golf cart downtown. And when we bought our house, it was kind of, our side of town was a little bit more up and coming, but it is up and came. It is really nice now. There's a lot of nice areas and nice restaurants and stores, and they open that, I mean, they've built parking garages and restaurants, and the store is, like I said, is about a block from my house. So anyway, that's one thing I do love is when I go to my booth and people are looking around, what I find is a lot of people in the paint section, they don't know what it is, so I try to tell people. And anyway, I usually make friends because I'm pretty talkative and I like to help. So a lot of times they'll go to the store, don't know what to buy, and they end up buying off my website, which is cool. I like that. I mean, you know, I help them and I become friends because I'm real talky. You can tell. But anyway, what do y'all think? Y'all like the bucket? See how fast that is? And see, now my daughter can put all of her little stuff in there. Like her, I mean, she's like me. She's got markers and pencils and pens and stickers and beads. And she can put all her stuff in there like that. And then she can just put it on the counter and then it doesn't bug me because it's not like something that looks like you got it at the Dollar Tree or Walmart, because that, I don't know what it is. Nothing, I go to those stores, but, well, I try to avoid Walmart. I don't really like big stores like that. I just do pickup or whatever, or actually I have it delivered. But then she can put all her stuff in here and then it looks like a decoration, plus it's functional, which I love functional decorations. So anyway, so that's probably what I'd sell it for. Somewhere between $14.99 and $18.99 is probably what I would put that for. And you saw it took like seconds to do. And I paid $2, and then, you know, one transfer doesn't cost very much money. So, and there you have it. That's all you gotta do, and it takes hardly no time. You know, most of the stuff I sell in my booths, I don't have to do anything to, because you're going to lose money if you have to do stuff. I show you all these projects. I do put out most of these projects. I either use them in my home or I sell them, but I don't typically, most of my stuff is not this, because the turnaround time, you wouldn't make much money if you made over every single thing that you sold. It would be time consuming. So at least for me, it would be fine if you didn't have a full-time, if you weren't a full-time attorney, but I just don't have the time to do that. So anyway, but you see all the, I mean, there are tons of different, each one of these can be a project. You know, you can, like, each one of these would have been pretty on the bucket, or you can put multiple ones together to layer them. I have fun doing that too. This is what I need help with though. This bucket. And then I gotta go because my husband, everyone's waiting. This bucket. I'm kind of thinking about leaving the gold. I don't think I want to leave the galvanized. Now, I'll leave the inside galvanized. I'm not painting that. But should I leave it galvanized and just paint this? Or I'm really thinking about doing it like a fun, bright color. And then actually painting this, the berries, like the real color of the berries. Green and red and the floral. What do y'all think? That's what I'm thinking about doing. So y'all got to vote. If you've not watched my last video, I would really appreciate you going to watch that video. If you're just like watching and you don't want to purchase stuff or don't need to or whatever, if you would just leave me a comment and give me a thumbs up and follow me, that means a lot to me. That means just as much, actually probably more than just purchasing something. I would love for you to like the stuff, because it takes a lot of work to do these videos. Believe it or not, you know, you see a video that's 30 minutes long. It took a lot longer than 30 minutes. It takes hours to make these things. Hours and hours, and then you got to edit it and you got to do the voiceover. But I love it so much. I don't mind doing it. I love doing it. But you know, a lot of people watch videos. A lot of people watch videos. And I usually get about 20% likes. So if 2,000 people watch the video, 200 people may like somewhere between 10 and 20%. So a ton of people are watching it. And I don't think people realize that if you like it and you comment, your video goes out to more people and, you know, all that. And so more people can view it, and then more people view it and get to know you and follow you, and your channel grows. So if y'all could do that for me, y'all, that really would mean a lot. I think I'm going to turn up. Y'all might be tired of looking at this. But anyway, that's that. So I would love for y'all to tell me how you want to vote. Oh, wait. Okay, May 2nd. Great transfer book. Okay. Do the red and green. Okay, red and green. But I'm thinking about doing this like a fun color. Catherine, I don't know why your message got rejected. I have no idea. I always like, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I'm not saying, a lot of y'all do. A lot of y'all do. Okay, what did I say? Unless I fall asleep watching. I know y'all do. That cracks me up. I'm just telling y'all that because, You know, it's kind of weird when you're doing a video, say, can you like it? Can you comment? Can you subscribe? It's weird from this end. But it means a lot to us, and like, it's exciting, it's fun. And y'all, what about that new blue color? Well, are you talking about DIY paint? This one, I gotta show y'all something else I did. I did this morning. So I wanted to paint this tray. I have this big tray I wanted to paint. But this one, the Walk on Water was too dark. And the old 57 was too light. So I mixed them and I came up with this really cool color. Y'all look. Oh, look at this. Look at that pretty color. Isn't that pretty? And then I'm gonna put oh, okay, okay, anyway, so I did it like this, but I think I'm going to paint the ridge because it looks kind of funny to me. I think I just might paint it and distress it a little bit because it just looks, I don't know. But I really like this color, and then when you put these flowers on top of it, it really pops. Where'd that one go? I'm probably going to put different flowers in these, but it really pops. It looks really cool when you put these. I actually think I'm going to put the other ones on this one. The Katharina ones. I'm going to put these on there. My second Kath. So y'all don't like the gold? See, look at these. Like when you put this color on that, look how cool it looks. It looks, you know, it actually looks kind of old-fashioned to me, like the 60s maybe, 50s, 60s. But I like that now. It's kind of cool looking now, where before it would look kind of dated. Now it looks kind of, it's come back. But see how they pop when you put them on there? I don't know if I'm going to use this one, but you get the picture. So y'all don't like the gold. Y'all like that color? Yeah, so all I did is I mixed these two colors. No, not that one. That's a perfect. These two colors, I mixed them. And then I got this color. So that's the cool thing about all these colors. If you don't, you can just play around and mix them. I made it in a little container. What did I put that little container? Here we go. Here's the color right here. I put it in this little Tupperware. I like the gold to go. There's the color. I mixed it in that little container. So, unless you maybe use gold on the florals. Yeah, that's true. Well, you know, I do have I like the gold because it's kind of unique. I think I'm going to leave the gold. But maybe I could add one of these to it. Like put some flowers and add either this one or the Sabelle one. Where did it go? I still have some of the other ones from last time too, the etiquettes. Those are pretty too. Or this one. I could put some of this accent on it. I have lots of gold. I do too. I have a lot of gold too. So I think I'm going to leave the gold. I'm going to paint it, but here's what I'm going to do. Look, I'm probably going to paint it a fun color. Like something like this. Like something fun. So it's not going to look like real fancy. It's going to be toned down. Add the building. Yeah, add the building. What do you mean add the building? Love the gold. Yeah, so I thought I would put, because it's kind of unique. You know, I find a lot of the galvanized, but not with the gold. So probably a fun color like this. Paint this, you know, the berries red, green, whatever, white flowers. Maybe add, well, no, I don't need to do that. No, that one won't make sense. The frames won't make sense. The frames won't make sense. I forgot to put this on there. I'll probably use some of this. I'll probably use some of this on it. Oops. Maybe I'll use some of this one on it. To add a little bit extra. Like I'll probably paint it and then maybe across the top add something fun like this. But I'm going to do a playful color, like maybe, you know, maybe even like that. I don't know, something, but it'll be playful looking or some kind of color. And then I'll add some of that. That's probably what I'm going to do. Now, normally if it was just a galvanized can, I would not add gold. It wouldn't make sense. But since it has that already, I'll probably add the gold just for fun. Okay, so y'all, I have had fun tonight. If you've had fun tonight, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't watched my last video, go watch that last video. If you go to my latest video, or any of them, I have my website in the description part. I always put, you know, my website and the links to all the products, whether I sell it on my website or on Amazon. So you can buy it off of Amazon, my favorite things. So if y'all have not seen my latest video, please go check them out. I would love for you to check them out and give me a thumbs up, give me a comment. And if you'd like to purchase any of these new products from IOD, any of the paints, any of that, paintbrushes, let me know. Go purchase some for me if you'd like. If not, hey, just share this with a friend. Come back. I had so much fun tonight. You had no idea how much fun tonight I had. So I really had fun. I hope y'all had fun. Do y'all think that I should do more of these or not? Yeah, you think I should do more of these? But it's fun because I actually get to talk to you in real time versus, you know, what do you call it? Just like on a video. So this was fun. Like we need to do one where it's like, what do you call it? Like a Zoom meeting, but we can all get on there and talk. Hey, if y'all have not joined, I have a creative group that I created a while back. It's called J. Bowen and Company Creative Group. It is over on Facebook. I post a lot of stuff on Facebook. And if you'd like to join my creative group, you can go over there. It's totally free. But that is a place where y'all can post your projects. I really don't want to be, I post on here all the time. I post on Facebook, on YouTube. I want to hear from y'all. I want you to put on there the projects that you're working on, your favorite tips and tricks, what you're doing, what you like, what you don't like. Just say hi. I mean, all of you, if you've not joined, it's free. Not on this video, but all my other videos, my last several videos, it says join J. Bowen and Company free group. You just click on that. It'll take you to Facebook. I'll accept you. You know, you have to answer a few little friends, so I don't make sure it's not some weirdo trying to join. And because we don't want weirdos in our group. So you will just join, and then you can share stuff. And, you know, I don't really do lives on Facebook. But we can interact more than just on YouTube. But I love when you interact on YouTube. And like I tell you, like you can tell I'm pretty talkative. Maybe I'm more talkative on this than in my videos. Because, well, you need to get on Facebook. It's free. You can just get on Facebook, join that group. You don't even have to have a picture or anything. Don't put a different name. Put Mickey Mouse or something. They don't know who you are if you don't want to be on there. But if you join that group, you know, people are finally starting to post things. Like sometimes I made that banner, that love banner, and some other people are making them too and stuff like that. I think people are kind of shy to share stuff, but really on that group, I want y'all to share because I share my stuff all the time. I don't need another platform to share my stuff. I want to hear from y'all. So if you would like to join that group, I would love to have you. And I guess we're going to go eat somewhere. I'm really tired. I don't even want to go eat. I've been up since like 4 o'clock. But, you know, it's Valentine's Day. So I always tell my son, it's like, that's a first world problem. A lot of people would probably like to go eat, but I'm just pretty tired. But we'll go. I did make my banner with a book page. Rachel, did you post it? Are you one of the people that posted it? And have you put it in my... Oh, you're not on Facebook. So how am I supposed to see your book page? You got to join the group so I can see it, or you can like send a message or something. Happy Valentine's Day. Thank you. Okay, y'all go have fun, relax, hang out, do whatever you want to do. Watch some of my videos. But y'all, I really appreciate you. No, but I commented on your video. Okay, so if you made it, you can also... You have to send it on Facebook. I don't really know how you send it on YouTube, but I'd love to see your banner. So the people that send me a picture of their banner, I'm going to put it on my Facebook. So, I'm going to put it on YouTube. So if you share your banner with me over there on J. Bowen and Company Facebook page, creative group, I will put your banner, because I already have maybe 2 or 3, I can't remember, people who've done it, and some people are supposed to be doing it. I will feature it on one of my next upcoming videos. I was going to do it sooner, but then this whole, you know, what do you call it? IOD release and then getting sick and all that kind of got in the way. But I would love for y'all to do that. So thank y'all so much for spending time with me. Mr. Big, you want to say goodbye? Come on, let's say goodbye. Come on. Mr. Big's the star of the show. Yes, Mr. Big. He says bye. He says bye. Bye-bye. See you later. Y'all have a good evening. How do I turn that off?